there's not a ton of tools that can disrupt combo decks. But Lotheb is certainly one of the ones that does it as efficient. If they don't, punished.
That's right. And Luxus, on the other hand, he's running Giants Warlock, which, depending on how you look at it, could also be seen as an aggro deck, and Big Priest. So it is sort of a control buster strategy again.
Oh my. Spirit, he can live through some Ragnaros hits. Yeah, there we go. That thing. Yep. Make that Resurrect pool a little bit weaker. Doesn't go with the Divine Spirit, though. He's understanding that that combo potential is pack that same turn.
Kill him with it.
You can use all of your health buffs, double it up, and then convert it into attack and then hit your opponent. So you can kill your opponent from an empty board position with this deck due to the Potion of Madness interaction.
The wild industry at the moment. But when you start off with Barnes, you can defeat any Titan.
Convert a minion into a 2/2 Treant.
And you can set up sort of a 50-50 to take the hit onto the
he
Ragnaros,
is going to
Excavated
fear kill that Radiant Elemental, and rightfully so.
I mean, outside of Dustbreaker, this deck doesn't run any removal. So these minions are going to stick, and he's summoning another one because Yashua had sticks, and there's Dustbreaker, but...
Fun fact, and
this may be one that you didn't know.
But it is not lunchtime here.
As well.
An excellent choice.
So how about a double Resurrect? Just gonna do one.
You partition the resources. You don't want something crazy to happen.
And this, I guess, protects from a second Dustbreaker. If it were to trade in, but I mean,
sometimes
Massive Spell, even if you could use it, you still have 2 4/8s on the board, and now a Ragnaros that can attack.
Yeah. If you shut up Ragnaros, he just starts punching.
Yeah.
It's not a very polite guy.
It's very similar to Admirable. You put tape over Admirable's mouth, he'll punch you. Sounded like a Murloc.
You put tape over Murloc's mouth, they start punching you.
All right, well, that will just end the game with the Ragnaros shot. And as we alluded to, this one's done. Luxus takes game number 1. And occurring damage from these 2 1/1s?
I would tend to say so with not only the Bloodsail Cultist, but also the South Sea Captain in hand.
Yeah.
If you didn't have both of those tools, I think there's some more debate here. With both those tools in hand, though, I would find it quite difficult to...
And Molten Giant, especially with life taps, are all much easier to accomplish.
Yeah, so right away, we already see 3 of that damage made up, and the 4th one will be made up with the... You see this look, I mean...
Dum-diddy-dum-dum.
And this is one of those super powerful combos that you get to unlock with Sacrificial Pact. Suddenly, there is a 9/7 effective taunt in play.
Many images of Mal'Ganis where you can see behind him.
So what you're saying is baby doesn't have back. Maybe the Zos first mate.
Yeah, he can set up lethal here with the 9 attack to the face.
And Sipiwi is got to focus in because he has to kill way too much stuff to be able to live this turn, and he's not delivering lethal.
Yeah, a lot of pirates on board to hit some more priority targets, especially since South Sea Captain. Oh, you can actually play both the coins, so it's not anywhere close to lethal, I don't think. Even if this ship
14,
can't hit,
15, 16, 17, 18 damage. Wait, is that right?
I think 3 off. I think it was 17 damage. But he is able to kill off some of the stuff. But when you're having to clear off your own board in order.
No, 4 8s is 888.8.
But he can really just do the play anyway and just put him to 2 and say, kill 2 Molten Giants, I dare you. It would have to be that perfect combination. And so he's quickly going to realize here, no way out.
One does not simply escape Molten Giant. I don't know if you've ever been at that rank 3, but getting through it is tough.
That's right.
Probably the toughest, basically.
Reporting for duty.
sure you didn't just make that up in your head?
I'm positive I didn't make it up.
Oh, Dude Paladin.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to Google it right now.
That must have been one of those unreleased animes.
It was very memorable, as you can see.
Ooh.
One time.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have shielded mini-bot standard, so... No, that's probably part of that reason, but...
Actually decides to go for hero
Wow,
power, it looks
I'm
like.
really surprised by that, because it is a lot harder to play all that stuff with the crystalline in that same turn. And sometimes this happens as well, where you get silenced and then you're staring at this and you're going, I really wish I had a Dry Gulch jail. If he ends up like having Sunkeeper Tarum come down before that point, he's just going to go for the Knife Juggler Muster now. The attack's already taken place. This last juggle's important! Loses the 1-1.
Yeah, loses the 1-1. Not a huge deal.
Pushing effects. And the Knife Juggler hits last, which means no juggles.
It's likely. Nailed it.
Done that. It's still a fine turn. I'm not going to debate that, but this could have been much more powerful for sipiwi. Whoa.
Could have had 3 additional juggles and a crystalline. So 4 additional juggles and a 5/5 could have come down instead of just Draggle Chill or Heal Power at Noyotron. So
nice juggles here for sipiwi. To the future we look.
still a strong board position. Luxus currently does not have a good way to deal with anything, really. So keep wise man. And this board is going to get picked apart. Yep.
Oh,
that's good.
My gosh.
Yep. That's great.
The game has ended. I know it's not over yet,
Yep,
but it's
that's good.
ended.
And every juggle hit a minion.
And even if they didn't, he had more to go. So that is the swing. That is the nail in the coffee.
So my grandpa always used to tell me.
He said, TJ, stop looking at me. I just haven't been the same. How much longer can I beat this joke into the ground? That's what my grandpa used to say. So PB puts a win on the board and backs against the wall. I mean, he's Cabal Talon Priest effectively doing the same thing here, where there's not a viable attack strategy on board for this. I think could pull some weight in that instance. It's the back-to-back Felon's Chosen that I think is going to be really tough for him. So I think in general, yeah, his hand is really poor. In this particular spot, though, I don't think he's got the Righteous Protector in the way.
Yeah, you're just going to kill the Righteous Protector anyway.
You said less likely to get Dustbreaker.
Less likely, not... I just heard it earlier. I was seeing if you knew.
To action?
Is that called muster for battle?
No.
No?
It says reporting for duty because it summons a Silverhand recruit. To action?
I
swear,
right there's one card that says it.
You're thinking Quartermaster, where he goes, 2 arms, man!
No, to action. What does Goldshire Footman say?
You're just crazy then. You just heard something. You're making stuff up.
That's quite possibly true.
Nice Spellbreaker land there for Luxus. That's going to give him the lead on the board for now, but not for long. Your game, unless he's just got the gas to do it with. And right now, it's 3/7 attack, heal it back up, and look for another opportunity. I think this is the strongest play he had available this turn. For the analysis. Brilliant. Lotheb is, I think, just the strong call here. Challenges directly on board, forces some of Sipiwi's mana, and it tends to be quite weak in this matchup.
I don't like the Grimscale Trump play because that represents a juggle.
No, I like it because now the heal up for Sipiwi still leaves the priest is a bit of a punish to this, I'd say.
Yeah, just a bit. Can still trade over the Cabal Talon Priest, but this Northshire Cleric could get out of control.
But now he has a Spellbreaker.
Now he has a Spellbreaker.
So he could even puck
mate.
Your magic shall not save.
Sure. Check. Check. Yeah, that's the right one. That's the one we were looking for. Collarbone. Yeah. That hurts. That little soft spot. It's right there.
That's the exact noise I make when someone pokes my collarbone.
Chuh.
Chuh.
Chuh, right. Wow, takes the Divine Spirit over the Power Word Shield in this spot. From Luxus have been expended. Just load up Lyra and say, can you handle this? And the answer to that is pretty likely no. Behind. Sipiwi, at every step of the way, has been battling for board position, and that's the way you tackle these aggressive decks.
So, old Merc guy. It's been a while, little buddy.
It would set up good trades on board in terms of the Gentle Megasaur challenges the Dusk Breaker, and it also challenges the Twilight Whelp, and now the 33 Stealth would challenge the Twilight Whelp as well, so it would also force a trade in that instance. But I think this pans out more favorably for Luxus in the end, because you force a trade on the Murloc.
Call to Arms picked up. Probably the best draw on the deck. Maybe a Divine Favor could have been better because you could have played Divine Favor then picked up Call to Arms. And Righteous Protector, that's the one he wanted to see.
Yikes. But a second Duskbreaker is in hand for Sipiwi, so...
You just revealed the bonus.
No, that was just the sound effect. It's a taste of things to come.
Okay.
Later, board. Hoisted by his own petard.
Is that one of those things you wear when you dance?
No. I hate telling you no, but sometimes I have to.
I wear a leotard every time I dance.
I think that's true. Sipiwi has secured an immense lead in this game.
I just don't think there's a way out.
It's going to Game 5 in this spot. Not the worst thing that can happen.
Well, in this
particular game, yeah.
In this specific scenario.
Well, I mean... It's like mouse batteries could die or something. I'd be a little bit worse.
You call it something different, like 3 or 1.
Divine Spirit. Divine Spirit. Inner Fire 24, yeah.
And that's a Game 5.
Just crashing in for the win. Sipiwi dropped down 0-2 early on.
Coin out the South Sea deck hand, which also summons patches.
Oh,
so
boy.
we get 2 of these 2 damage shots here. If this clears off the board and clears off these minions, offers
Fails. Fails! Disaster for Sipiwi.
3 mana at this point in the game when you're fighting tooth and nail for board is a lot.
You know how long I've been waiting to say that?
I saw your face just light up as you're like, it's a good thing Hearthstone's on mobile and I can play it in space.
The camera of him just flying around. He's like, I don't think my Uber driver knows where he's going. Stole that joke from Twitter, by the way.
He's playing Q block. This is Game 5.
I mean, if I lose, play an effect here.
If I lose, I'm out of the tournament, and that's when it starts to affect your decision making. It's
Oh boy,
really hard to make those decisions. Peewee goes face with the Death Bite. Leaves the Death Rattle effect of Death Bite since it's not dying.
Well, but it's full steam ahead for Luxus, and I can't blame him.
And keep in mind, he also has a lot of damage potential as well, because while Sunkeeper Tome will bring everything to 3. Okay, well,
that stops it.
But using that Spellbreaker means he's not getting through Sunkeeper Tome. If he'd gone with points of damage, I believe.
Well, the big one is that Luxus is now safe from the damage. Whoa. No, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't need to trade that, but I think it's way better to trade it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just bees that way.
It is as it does, and it does as it goes.
As Grandpa T used to always say. That's a wrap. Luxus moves on and is now 1 match away from the live finals, from his chance to compete for that 20.